So you have Magneto from X-Men. Technically, yes, electromagnetism. You could grab people's guns, right? You could botch their computers, certainly. Uh, Non lethal innovations are going to be the new uh, marketplace of ideas because we want to uh, handle the situation without killing the guy, right? We're upholding the right to life. So you got to be competitive with bullets. And that is hard. That is difficult. You know, you have to be innovative. So being like Magneto from X Men, um, it's an interesting fantasy. It's certainly one I indulge in. You know, you can use gooey substances to goop the guy. Imagine if you just had a goop cannon that gooped the guy's gun and his whole body, and he was just stuck in a sticky goo. That would be funny. I think it would be really good if we handled it in a hilarious way. If we gooped the guy, if we slimed him like on Ghostbusters and slime the guy, right? Wow, slime. Blah. Uh, Double dare. So you can use shock nets instead of that too. Like we haven't created those. You see, I'm making this shit up. You can use, you've seen them use water cannons already, like non lethals, water cannons. It's pretty funny. Oh, those pesky protesters getting hit with the water cannon. Um, you see, you wouldn't engage the protesters at all. You're wasting your time. See, if there's a mass shooting, you deal with it, right? As a citizen as well, you want to be the one who can deal with it. So if we aren't behaving well with our guns, and we have all these guns, it doesn't matter, right? We're going to end up like Africa. If there's kids going around with AKs chopping people's arms off, well, if we're shooting up the place around here on my continent, hey, the same kind of thing could happen here, and you're not going to like that one bit, right? Uh, the average citizen isn't capable of contending with a drone, right? They're just not capable. They didn't consider it, and in their Second Amendment prestige, yeah, you got a number of different regular guns, but how does that compete with a drone? It doesn't. See, it doesn't compete with even a helicopter, right? You might think you can take on a helicopter too, right? But you see, you didn't plan to, and you weren't a very good three percenter because uh, when they made Space Force, you weren't in space as well with your own militia Space Force, right? To compete with tyranny, you're going to have to also be in space as well. Hey, where's my my Sasquatch Space Force, right? I have to have my own, right? Even as a governor, as a new governor, here I have to take over the air base or someplace on the Columbia Basin, right? Uh, there's plenty of room out there for me to have a new way to get into space, right? And I don't get into space conventionally. I harvest off of the raccoon idea way back in the day. So we get up into space with hydrogen instead, and then we launch at high altitude in my bubble. So uh, I think that big rockets are a big waste. That's a lot of fire, right? It's a lot of fuel. Uh, we get up there with three Goodyear blimps and a launch tube, and we can shoot our rocket into space with accuracy like we're shooting a gun, you know. That's my gun. We'll blast off into the cosmos with our star bullet. Big iron on his hip.